just got the official press release that Steph will be starting in the All-Star game. He's going to be the first Warrior to play in a home All-Star game since Rick Barry and Nate Thurmond in 1967. How special is that going to be to have a Warrior player?
That's awesome. That is awesome. Yet another achievement and a fitting one for sure, given that we're hosting the game. So I'm thrilled for Steph, and he deserves it. Obviously, I mean he's having another great season.
Steve, is Steph good to go tonight?
Yeah.
It'll be his first time playing both games back-to-back. I think he missed like 4 straight of the back-to-back. Just where do you think he is health-wise right now, and how important is it for him to maybe get both the back-to-back right now?
He's doing better, clearly. That's why he's playing tonight. The knee tendinitis is under control, and Rick felt good about him playing back-to-back, and so here we are.
How would you describe the degree of difficulty of Steph's job this year, just day to day?
He's always had a huge burden on his shoulders as our best player, as one of the best players in the league, and this year with our team struggling the way we are, trying to close out these close games probably puts even more of a burden onto him, but the way he handles everything, he's just incredibly grounded and doesn't appear, overwhelmed by anything. He goes out and he does his job, and he loves the process of it all. And so I see him handling it the way he handles everything, with just great maturity.
And what do you hope to see out of Podz tonight, his first game back in about a month?
Yeah, we've missed him. We missed Brandin's feel and IQ and connection. So I'm excited to get him back out there.
Coach, along those lines, Podz, along with Kuminga, what do you feel like if they have been missing some, your team has been missing as far as kind of the youthful energy, and do you think that you can expect to get that back immediately? How are you going to try and bring Podz back in as far as his workload in the start?
Yeah, I mean, he'll come off the bench and, he'll play shorter bursts, and the game will dictate, how much he plays and in what, what situations. But always very confident in his ability to impact the game. And like I said, I'm excited to get him back.
Steve, this might sound a little foolish, but I know you're looking for Guy to contribute and produce every time he steps on the court, but in a game like last night where you were shorthanded and you needed him, really needed something.
What are you talking about?
Guy? Yeah. Does that carry more weight with you, a game like last night where you were shorthanded and you couldn't just say go in there and play? You needed production from him.
Yeah, I mean, there are stretches in the season where, every team is beaten up with injuries, and your options are limited, and you have to play a certain guy. And under those circumstances, when that guy comes in and performs like he did, it gives you a lot of confidence as a coach that you can put him in any situation.
Steve, changing topics here. You've been around a lot of high-level basketball over your years. Where did that Olympic tournament last summer rank for you, and how much different was it being the head coach as opposed to the assistant coach?
Yeah, it was an amazing experience. It was different. The Olympics and FIBA in general is such a different experience. It's a 6-week sprint, and you're with a group of people that are normally competing against one another, coaches, players. So it's an incredible feeling and a great opportunity to see some of the best in the world. And collaborate with them. And so the staff was amazing with Spo and Mark Few and Ty. Every day was just an incredible learning experience and a great vibe in the coaches' room, watching tape and hashing stuff out. And then, of course, to watch the players in that setting, in a different environment, different game. FIBA is so different from the NBA. And to see them come together and win, and for me personally, to see Steph have that moment, in those last 2 games, it was one of the best basketball experiences of my life.
Steve, is Trace, Moses, Gary, and Lindy good to go?
I believe so, but they all have to warm up and see how they're doing.
I know that the end result wasn't what you wanted last night, and obviously the turnovers kind of marred everything. But in that first half and the way you guys were shooting, do you think you found anything that might help unlock the shooting woes moving forward?
I mean, it's tough to say. All you really want to do as a coach is try to help the team generate good shots. Sacramento was blitzing Steph, and we got great looks all night. And that's a pick your poison type thing. So we'll see if Chicago blitzes. But we're very comfortable. If a team's going to blitz, we know we can move the ball and get open looks. Where we went wrong last night was our passing just betrayed us, and we gave the ball away about 8 or 10 times without pressure, just decision making. And it was a shame because it really took away from what was shaping up to be a great night. But every night's different. I felt like we had really good looks against Boston early in the game, and when they didn't go, we got a little demoralized. So we have to just keep trying to generate good looks and let it rip.
Steve, are you in a sharing mood tonight for the starting lineup?
Nope.
Fair enough.
Not at all.
As far as Quentin, we knew that he could space the floor as a big guy, what we saw in college at Boston College. But what are some things that maybe have stood out aside from that? What have maybe surprised you? Because Draymond's even talked about his mean streak, and we saw him diving for loose balls last night and really being aggressive down low.
His passion, his competitiveness, just seeing a young guy out there so excited for his opportunity and playing with such energy. It was a joy watching Quentin play, and I'm excited to get him back out there tonight and give him a chance here the next couple weeks.
Steve, I have a question for you because we often talk about the grind of an NBA season for a player. You've been doing this in an assortment, obviously, what you've accomplished as a coach, GM, broadcaster, since the late 80s in this league. Where are you right now as not only as a coach, but also as a person dealing with this year after year as far as your battery and your juice and how much you have taken home with you and the grind itself?
I love what I do, and I wake up excited every day, and that's the beauty of this job for me and for a lot of us in this league. You can focus on the travel and the schedule and the grind, as you put it, or you can focus on the fact that we coach basketball for a living and we're around a bunch of great people, and we experience the emotion of winning and losing. I wouldn't want to do anything else. I love what I do. I actually fear when I'm not doing it and I wake up wondering what the hell I'm going to do with my day. So, I'm very lucky to do this.
To follow a second on the coverages that Steph got last night and just that he's been seeing in general, what are the keys or I guess the challenges that, getting him looks? He had 11 shots yesterday, getting him looks when he's getting covered aggressively like that.
Well, if we can play with better pace and, generate some transition opportunities, Steph will get more shots. If we can get the ball out of the blitz and keep it moving, there are shots for him on the backside of the play as well. But I also think he showed last night he's perfectly willing to just get off the ball and create other open shots for other players, and it doesn't bother him. He's okay with that. So we just have to make sure we make teams pay if they're going to devote that much attention to him.